Good morning, everybody. It is October the 28th, 2016, and we have one more trading day, Monday, Halloween, to wrap up this trading month. This is a big news day for us. The news overnight was mixed. French GDP, French consumer spending were down. Spanish GDP was as forecast. The KOF economic barometer was up, so news was mixed. But the big news today is the U.S. GDP, and it's called up 2.6%. This is the advanced flash. It will be subject to adjustment next month. 1.5 for the deflator. Employment cost index plus 0.6. Consumer sentiment 88.5. And Baker Hughes rig count last was 696. That number is probably going to come in higher than forecast. So the focus is going to be GDP, and the reason for that is that if it hits this 2.6 number, the odds right now reflected by pricing in the futures markets, 74% that the Fed raises interest rates in December. If it comes in less than 2, that will be questioned. Treasuries could rally. If it comes in greater than 3, definitely will be raising interest rates in December. The deflator at 1.5, the Fed would like it at 2. If you have to rent your housing, if you go to the grocery store and the food market, etc., I see it stuff up all over. Fertilizer, just across the board. My feeling is that inflation is a lot higher than 1.5. Employment cost index, that seems a little high given the 94 million people that are out of work. Consumer sentiment at 88.5 can come in lower than forecasts. And Baker Hughes rig count, my guess is going to be, we'll see additions to that. So we have a newsday trade when you get right down to it. And if you know the news, you can take advantage of that knowledge and place your order before the news hits the tape. Resistance starts at 16 to 20, so sell failure to take out 16 to 20. Then 23 to 27 would be sell 2. On the buy side, 4 to 8. We'll adjust this after the news. And then 29 to 01 for buy 2. Looking at the 30-year, a resistance starts at 16, so number 1 will be 16 to 20, 23 to 27, sell 1, 3 to 7, sell 2. On the buy side, we've got support. It could be as high as 8 right here. Got that low at 2. So we'll make it 2 to 4, 2 to 6, number 1. And we'll make 25, 29 buy 1. 13 to 17 buy 2. Normally after auction we have a pause day, but we have a big piece of news this morning, and that could change everything. It's that big a piece of news. Gold is backed off overnight in response to a GDP number that might come in higher than forecast. London stopped at 70, so 70, 72, that's where resistance is, sell 1. 75, 77, sell 2. On the buy side, we have been at 65, 67. That's where support is. Because of the news, we'll open it up. We'll make 60, 62 by 1. 55, 57 by 2. We'll adjust that after the news. Looking at the euro, that GDP number should take the euro lower. Comes in as forecast at plus 2.6%. So we're kind of where we've been. 109.50 sell 1, 75 sell 2. On the buy side, 25 buy 1. The buck by 2. And again, after the news, we'll come back through and adjust all these numbers. Okay, crude's actually hanging in pretty well, but as long as we stay below 50, I believe the market will sell. I think that's the key number. So 49.50, 75, sell 1, 50 even, 50 and a quarter, sell 2. Numbers should sound familiar. 49 even, 48.75 buy 1, and then 48 even, 48 and a quarter buy 2. I think we bust the 48.75 area. We're headed down to 48. ES, Newsday trade. GDP comes in north of 2.6%. She's selling because the Fed's going to increase interest rates. Fundamentally, that would be good for the E-mini, but it is driven by what the Fed's going to do with interest rates. It comes in less than 2%, which would not be fundamentally good for the indexes, earnings per share, etc. But it would mean the Fed probably won't raise interest rates in December. 29 to 31, sell 1. 34, 36, sell 2. On the buy side, 2022, buy 1. 15 to 17, buy 2. So resistance 21.30 to 35, support 21.15, 21.20. Okay, I'm going to get busy posting. Be back with you for the news. Might grab a little bite to eat in between. See y'all in a bit.